Hello, Frederick, and thank you for joining. How are you?
Hey, thank you for the opportunity. Um, I feel well, I guess, right? I'm a bit, what is it called? Like physically, I'm a bit ill or something, but I get through it. But mentally, I'm very psyched and happy about the moment right now. So everything's well.
Good to hear that. Okay, I'll start with the questions now so that we can go straight to the chase, okay?
Sure.
Okay, so the first question that I have for you is what were you doing before joining the real world?
Before I was joining the real world, I had already a company, or to be specific, I had even more companies. But it was a kind of hectic life I had. Um, I came from a pretty poor family, and my whole life was just about working. And I figured some stuff out that was helpful to change my life. And I was at a moment where I decided I want to go somewhere else because I'm from a small village in Germany and I have a very small horizon what the world is about. So I knew I had to take an action and want to go somewhere else. So I searched for something I can do even when I travel to make money. And I searched for an opportunity to take the skills or the knowledge I have and perhaps working on it. Yeah, that was what I did before. And the companies I did before was like more seasonal. So I couldn't really make money the whole time. And it was something I figured out just perhaps a year ago. I always thought you make money, and when you have something you make money, you can do it till you die, right? And more now, I'm more like about you have to develop yourself all the time. And it's not just this one thing you have till the end. And so I figured it should be something I can do online to make money, even when I travel or be somewhere else, that I don't have to be in Germany to make money. And I all the time saw in social media and stuff, I saw about the real world, but I was never sure to go in and how to find it because I thought you can have like scammers when you Google it and stuff, right? So I was just picky about the information and the place where I get it. And then I joined Real. Yeah, till this point, right? That was the question.
Okay, and why did you choose the freelancing campus?
It made a lot of sense to me. Of course, I also use different campuses in the real world. You are free to use all they are there, right? But for me, it always was like I told you, I came from a poor family. It was like you can't do mistakes that are very expensive, right? Because it sets you back like a year or something. And freelancing always was something for me I just understood. But it was more like, I believe it's called blue labor for me, right? I clean stuff and I have to fix stuff and everything that was related to my skill, to my lifetime and everything. And just, I wanted to, is it called decombine it or whatever it is called? I just wanted to detach my time from just this 15 euros an hour or something because the amount we had a step it was like I had to work 30 years just to get this break even that I'm at zero, right? And I don't want to have this for my life. So freelancing was something I did when I was perhaps 10 years or something. I started with doing like the newspapers and clean stuff, like I said, and everything that was possible for me to get some money. So I somehow related very well to this topic, right? And it was good to find something that, first of all, says some stuff I did before was correct, and even get more information what I could do better, and even the skills I think I'm good at. So I took that one.
Okay, perfect. And what is actually your skill or business?
Right now, that I decided through through the river,
Yes.
I created an SMMA, so social media marketing agency. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So, and what is the scale of your business currently? How big is it?
How big it is, did you ask?
Yes. Yes.
In terms of volume that I create, what I get on
Yes, I mean
money, or how much work it is?
in terms of clients, and how big is the impact of your agency currently?
Okay. I have three clients right now
Okay.
with monthly retainers and
Okay.
also partly with royalty about the money that is created through what I do. It's $125,000 that I collected right now, but it's like retainers, right? So the overall amount is $125,000, but the royalties just get to me after a year, right? Or at the end of the year. So it will be more, but I have to wait how much I really create for them in value. Exactly.
Okay, so you were able to make, using the methods you learned in the real world, you were able to generate and make $125,000
Yes, in 3 months.
in 3 months period.
Exactly.
Amazing result. And okay, and how has the real world actually helped you fix your situation? What is the lesson that you learned inside the real world that uh, you were able to turn around your situation and had the biggest impact on you?
I I would say speed and consistency. This is something I not really I somehow struggled with consistency, but speed was something I think I was good at. But I thought about another concept of speed. It's more about the enabler for momentum, right? And for me, speed was always I have a goal and I always hit my deadline, right? This was the speed for me. But this was like in my mind, it ended with the deadline. And somehow when I joined the real world, when I saw a lot of courses, it was like speed means normally you work consistently, but you don't hesitate to take action in what you have to do. It's combined to this hustler's mentality, right? So that this initially hard part gets lower, right? Or just
Yeah.
different. It's not like you can chill then, but your goal is to be better, right? Your life don't get easier, but you get better. But in combination with the speed and consistency, it feels like your life falls more into the line. It feels like you can just focus on what you want because you have your speed, right? And momentum don't give you the opportunity to look left or right or go back or something because you have your momentum to the front. So I think that helped me, especially in combination with the accountability you create in this in the real world. You have to post your wins. You have like a lot of entrances. So when you want to join somewhere, it's like especially in the freelancing, he talked about you have to have your first $500 initially that you earn through our courses and stuff. This is something I really like because oftentimes when I talk to people, it's just talking, right? But they never talk about results. It's always like how they feel and what they think and what the plans are and stuff like that. And I think like you are a billionaire in your head and you can't pay your rent, right?
Yeah,
So I love this concept about speed and consistency.
perfect. And tell us more about your current lifestyle.
My current lifestyle changed a lot, but I have to talk about that more in detail because I have like the thing I give away 50% of my earnings in like charities and stuff. So I'm not this materialistic guy, right? I don't buy watches or cars or whatever it is. I just don't care, right? But it's an intrinsic thing. I don't judge someone who likes it, right? But also through social media with Andrew Tate and Reworld, and when I talk to people, it was like life is not just about work. So you have to live your life and everything. And I changed living in Germany and I go to Dubai, where I live right now. I'm a resident here. And I spent like 50% of my lifetime working and 50% in like developing me as a person, get a bigger horizon and everything, right? Because now my family is good. No one there has to be scared about money ever. And I'm very happy about that. And yeah, right now, I think I just start to live, perhaps you could say that. So I have more hobbies now. I meet people. I also go to the gym and work out and stuff like that. Yeah, that's about
Great.
it. Even sometimes now I sleep 8 hours. That feels like crazy to me, right? So
Great to
I'm
hear
living a
that.
good life. Yeah,
Okay, and did the real world actually had impact on your personal life?
sure. Um, first of all, I would say perhaps there are two steps to it, in my opinion, because there is like where I live right now, what I think is my personal life about, and also like relationships to other people, right? My parents divorced when I was younger, and I lived with my mother. And she is awesome. She did everything right, right? She is also a very hard worker, but it's just different. When you talk to women all the time, I hope it doesn't sound wrong, but it's all about how you feel and how you can work out stuff. And I don't know. It was very good to have a surrounding that is not very forgiving. It sounds strange, but I developed way more the sense of duty here than just feeling good. I lost somehow the concept of happiness, right? It is more like fulfillment, yes, and duty, but not really about happiness. And that was interesting to me because I found more happiness in my duty to do my duty and to become better. Because oftentimes I had like um yeah, people that said, "Oh, I'm sorry for you, and you work so hard. Just chill 5 minutes or something." And now I don't have just these people that don't drag me down. I hope it sounds not wrong, right? It's not meant like this, but now I have people around me that support the idea to work even harder, to become better and stuff. And when you think you are shit, then someone comes and says, "Yeah, great, but now 10 times," right? And this is very uplifting for me, for my character. It's nice to have that. So, in my personal life, it changed. First of all, I'm more chill now, I guess, because I work very hard, but not all day. This is interesting. I became more productive because I just dedicate so and so much time to work because, like, yeah, you can work 20 hours, sure, but in the end, you work like eight, right? When it works well. So I have now perhaps 8 hours I work, but I really work 8 hours. And then I just have time for me and for others and stuff like that. This is also interesting. It's also developing myself. And I can work better with people somehow because it feels like it's more natural now, right? I know my place. I know sometimes it doesn't feel like, but you have to do your stuff. And I also regress this from other people. I'm more open what I want and what I don't want. Perhaps you can phrase it like that.
Yes. Okay, and what is the most important lesson that you learned from the freelancing campus and Dylan's lessons?
The most important, perhaps how much to charge. Sounds easy perhaps, but I am a person, value is super important for me. Um, when I create something that has value for 100,000 euros, I charge 10 just to get sure I don't. someone has something from me in his life, right? I will never, I don't want to disappoint people. And this was sometimes hard for me to charge people because I think, what if I fuck up or what if they don't like it or whatever, right? So yeah, that was good for me.
Okay, Frederick, the last question that I have for you is, what are your future plans?
That's a good question because, like I told you, everything I do in my life is to help people and just create new hope for people. I think this is a good way to phrase it. And now, all this time, when I think about how do you really help people, how do I become better, and everything like that, I question myself a lot since I in the real world and have more like this masculine role models and everything. It feels like oftentimes you don't help people by helping them. It sounds strange, but you take away the possibility for the people to develop their character, right? Because you just give them what they want. And yeah, I don't know. It was just everything I lived for. And right now it feels like I start to live my life and I have to reevaluate a lot of things and what I want to achieve. And it feels like more my reason right now or how I want to help people is to become perhaps a person you can follow, just to be an inspiration for someone who can why ever relate to me and to prepare for situations, right? So I give everything I can in the time no one watches me, and if it is important, I can help them. But besides that, right now I just go with the vibe or whatever you would say, right? I think everything works out very well right now for me and my life. I try to support my family, have fun, become a better person, and do more good than harm to the world. And this is everything I can do right now. And if I find something I'm very passionate about, or I think this is important to do, then I will be prepared.
Perfect. And what are your future plans for your business?
For my business, right now, I can tell you the money I made right now is just because I stopped. I could have made way more money, to be honest. That sounds strange, but SMMA right now for me is just I had some skills in this particular field, but I expanded with the campuses. And now I am a freelancer, but I don't want to be a freelancer all the time. I want to have companies, right? I want to be big. And so I want to create like systems, automatizations about the company, get like step-by-step processes, work with a lot of people that I understand who could I hire as an employee or freelancer or whatever, that I prepare for my scaling process, right? So I gave myself like 3 months or at most 6 months. In this time, I want to create like my corporate identity, my branding. I want to work with a lot of people and understand myself more where I want to stand in the market and then just tackle like crazy for real. I consume everything I find on the campuses. I watch a lot of videos and work on it, try to implement it, look what works well, what doesn't, and just get everything in line that I am not the um, driving person in this situation all the time, but I can have like 60 or 80 or 200 clients that pay the same and they get exactly the time, the value, the everything they want from this corporation without me being in the project, right? So I'm preparing this right now. And then the goal, of course, this year, I hope I get a millionaire. And I don't mean rupees or dirham or something, I mean euros.
Perfect. Great. Well, I wish you success and to reach your goal. I would like you to
Thank
be
you
a
very much.
millionaire by the end of this year.
Thank you. You as well.
Thank you. It was a pleasure speaking with you, and see you inside the real world.
Thank you very much. Same for me. Thanks.